Hello and welcome to Winpro-erp solution. Here in this tutorial we are going to talk about in finance the journal voucher entry. Once you log in, you will be finding here finance. If you find there, you click on more information. Once you click on more information, you get a find here general ledger transaction. On general ledger transaction, you will be finding journal entry. If you click on journal entry, you get a find here journal entry. Once you click on journal entry, here you have the options. For one is expense, equity, liability and assets. If you are in accounting field, you know this all about. Here we are going to talk about the expense. Expense means all kind of unauthorized expense, okay, where you don't have the supplier, so you want to add them. So if you don't have the supplier and want to add them, you can go ahead, and here most of the ledger already created. Accordingly, if you need any of them, for example, as an example I can say I want to do a air ticket for some of my staff, or for anyone air ticket. If you press VAT number, if there in the invoice is VAT number, all things will be coming automatically. I have to mention there, you have to type here as it is you have received from your supplier, the one he given you the invoice. You have to type it here. So if you have the VAT number, automatically calculation of VAT. Let's say I type a VAT number of here, for example 311. This is what VAT number I type. Unregistered, for example, this is, let's say, Altair. This is unauthorized. So how much you paid in cash, exactly invoice. If you see the invoice, maybe for example in the invoice it's written 1000, so the VAT will be calculated automatically. It can be cash, it can be bank, or it can be both. And then transaction transaction amount. Before the transaction amount, you should be having the invoice amount exactly as it is, okay. Then you could have that cost center. If you have lots of cost center, you can select the cost center. If you want to keep the attached copy, you can choose and put the attached copy here. If you need the document of invoice number, if invoice number is there, you can write in down the invoice number. What is the date is written the invoice, you can write the date. Narration, that's any narration, you can type it here, okay. Once you have done, you can click on save. So for the sake of changing, I'm doing just 1 real to test, make it save. Once you save, there will be the invoice prepared, will be coming. So the invoice you can print out and you can keep for your future information. This is how about the expense. If you want to do like a live, you can do the liabilities in the sense of liabilities means you have the supplier and you have to pay to the supplier. Here you have international supplier, you have local supplier, you can pay to them. For example, if I select local supplier, here I can select any name of the supplier to whom I want to pay. This is the supplier having 8.46 well balance with me, so I can put accordingly I want to pay him. So, and then you can select the cost center as that is, like you can choose the document, you can select by invoice number, you have to pay which invoice you want to pay. There is invoice you can pay, otherwise you can pay complete account against the account. Then voucher date, you can choose the voucher date, you can put the narration, just press save. So this will be your supplier payment. If you want to do the assets means you already sold out your items and you want to get the amount, collect the amount, account receivable, which is we're calling from the customer want to pay you. So you can go to the account receivable. Here is account receivable and another income. Account receivables means whatever the you sell in credit, you have to get the credit collection. Other incomes means if you have like office, you are giving the office rent, house rent, or accommodation rent, or the store rent, you can get that income. So if you select in account receivable, you will be having all your customer. You select your customer, and you can have the balance with the customer. Any customer you choose, you will be having a balance. So that balance you can pay the balance here, whatever the amount cash or bank you can pay. Against the invoice also you can pay whatever the invoice you have. Then you can choose the company cost center, you can choose the date, then you can choose the attached document, and then you can put the narration. This is the assets. Then another one is equity. Equity means of your like a capitalization. So if you select that one, you have the advance honor and all the info. It's predefined one, like company capital. You can choose any of them. You can choose the amount, you can choose, it can be in bank, it can be in cash. Also same thing is you can choose the cost center, then you can choose the document if you have, then invoice number if you have, and then voucher date, and press save. That's all for the all of them. If you do if you do this one, all of them will be giving you the printout. You can keep in the safe for your safety purpose and for the future purpose. This is all about journal voucher entry. Thank you for watching with us, Winpro.